Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode, I will show you how to use the Excel functions to clean and prepare your data. Then you can do further analysis to produce a report. Okay, let's start from the raw data. Okay, and the first one is the so-called left function. Left function can return the data from this stream of the letters. For example, if you want to return Alibaba from this stream, you have to use the left function because the letters we want to get out is from the left side. Okay, let's start from the left function. Okay, the string from the left side. Okay, this the string of the data is the B2 function. Okay, it's in the B2 function, and this is the first parameter. The next second parameter is how many letters we should return. Alibaba should be 7. Okay, that's fine. The right function is help us to return the data from the right side. For example, if we want to return the room, should be 4 letters. Let's try that. Okay, it's in the B3. Okay, and if we return 4, what is the result? Room. If we want to return more from classroom, that should be 9 letters. Okay, right function. Okay, then B3. Okay, 9 letters. Okay, fine. The middle function is more complicated. Let's try that. Middle function can return the letters or any kinds of characters from the middle side. Okay, from the middle. Okay, there's 3 parameters. The first one is to tell which text. Now we are in B4. Okay, then the start number. If we just from the first one, so okay, we start from the first one. Then the number of the characters, we just, for example, return 2. Okay, what do we get? AI. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's try to return the full name of the entrepreneur, the billionaire, of course, the Ma Yun. Okay, his name is start from the 8th of the position and with 5 characters. Okay, that should be B4. Okay, from the 8th, then return 5 characters. Okay, no problem. Find function can return the position of a specific letters in the string. For example, if we want to return the A, okay, the number of the A. Okay, let's try that. Find. Okay, if the first parameter is what the character you want to return, that should be 8. Okay, you want to return the A. Then the next parameter is within text. That should be the B5. Okay, then is the the starting point. If we don't give the starting point, that means we start from the first character. Let's show that. Okay, here we find the A is, if we want to search for the A, that from the starting point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at the fifth position. Okay, that's no problem. Okay, if our starting point is from the M, what is the result? The M is on the 8th the position is 8. Okay, let's try that. Find. Okay. 8. Within the text should be B5. Then if we start from the 8, okay, then we find that now we get position of the second m because the starting point is from the m. Okay, that's no problem. The len function is the easiest one. It's just to show how many characters of the whole string. Okay. Okay, that's 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, no problem. This is just a warm-up for our exercise. Then let's move to the second part. Okay, we have the data here. The data regarding to the garment. The first column with the data of the brand, the gender, and also the size. Okay, if we want to do some analysis according to the value, then we have to separate this kind of data into 3 columns. Okay, so we can use the functions we already learned, okay, from the first part. Let's start from that. Okay, apparently we need to use the left function to get the data from the left side. However, we need to tell the left function how many the characters we should return. Okay, so the first part is to use the find function to find the position of the dash. Okay, then within text is A2. Okay, okay, this is the position of the dash, and we return the characters before the dash, so we need to -1. Okay, and let's put the bracket on that. It's a good way to use the whole part for further reference. Okay, then we use the left function. Then we put the bracket. The first parameter is the A2. We want to get the data. Okay, then put another bracket. Okay, okay, it's the Nike. Okay, let's check the data is whether or not it's correct. That's no problem. All of the brand has been get out. Okay, the next part. Okay, we need to use the middle function to get the data from mid, and the mid we need to tell the starting point and also how many data we should return. We already know that for the gender should be female, F, or male, so that's relatively easy. Okay, so we still need to find, okay, middle function. The first part is the text. Okay, the text is first part is the A2 function. Okay, the starting number. The starting number we should start from the F. So my clue is to use the find function to find the first dash, then +1. That will be the starting point for our search. Then return 1 character. Okay, so we need the find function to find the dash. Okay, within A2. Because we need to find the position of the first dash, so we don't need to put a starting point. Okay, the find function already find the position of the first dash for us. Then we need to plus to 1 to find the position of the m, of the position of the f, sorry. Then we know that we just need to return 1 character. Okay? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's review that. We use the find function to find the position of the dash. Okay, first dash. First dash plus 1 is the position of the f or m. Okay, then we use the middle function to return the data with the 3 parameters. First parameter is the string of the data. Okay, then it's the position, a starting point of the f. Then we return 1 character. The remaining part is to use the functions to get the size data from the right side. And the difficulties is that we don't know how many the data should how many the characters should be returned from right side, because that could be 1, could be 2, could be 3, even could be more. Okay, so the clue is we use the len function to calculate how many characters for the whole string, then use that figure to minus the position of the second, the dash. Then we can get the remaining part, the numbers of remaining characters. So the key part is to calculate the position of the second dash. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we still use the find function to find the position of the first dash. Okay, the first dash is on the position of the fifth. So we already know that following the first dash, we just have 1 character. So f is on the 6th. So the second, we just need to put the +2. Then we can find the position of the second dash. Okay, so we +2. Okay, then because we need to use the whole part for reference, so we put the bracket and make that as the whole part for further reference. Okay, then we use the len function. Okay, len function a2. Len function return the numbers of all of the characters. Okay, then we use that result to minus the position of the second dash. Then we get 1. That apparently we just need to return 1 character from the string. Okay, let's test that. Sense check. Okay, XL2. Here we also find that 5 characters should be returned. So this showed 5. Then we also put that as in the bracket to make it a whole part for the further reference. That is a good way. Still use the right function. Okay, right function, quite easy. The text is A2. Okay, then here we already put that as the whole part. Okay, another bracket. Okay, M. Okay, that's sense check. Large, middle, small, XL, XXL, no problem. Okay, that is the second part. However, the most important question will be asked. Someone will say that we already know that the middle part is the F, M, always just 1 character, 1 letter. If that is not 1, how we coped with that? That is a very, very good question. It's also a very challenging question. So the next part is the most complex part. We will answer this good and challenging question. Okay, let's go to the apparel data, this part. Okay, we still do the same work for the first left part. It's quite easy. Okay, we still use the find function to get the position of the first dash. Okay, just as the warm up for this challenging part. Okay, A2. We get the position of the first dash, then we -1 to get the numbers of the characters we should return by the left function. Okay, we put that as the whole part. Okay, we already be comfortable on that left function. Okay, the first parameter is the A2. Okay, then we done that. Okay, we found that brand data is here, no problem. The second part is very challenging. Okay, because for the middle function, we need to return the three parts, the three parameters. First is text, easy. We know that should be A2. The starting number should be the position following the first dash. That's also fine. Most challenging part is to tell the middle function how many characters we should return. That's very challenging. That could be the 7 characters we want to return, could be 4 letters we want to return, could be 1 we want to return. So how to calculate that? Our clue is that we use the first dash to find the position, to return its position. Then we +1 to find the F here. Then use this as the starting point to find, use the F to find the starting point to return the position of the second dash. Okay, once we find the position of the second dash, then we use that minus the position of the first dash, then -1 again. We can get the female, how many characters for the female. Okay, the clue is to find the position of the second dash minus the position of the first dash, then minus another 1, return this part, the numbers of the middle characters. So let's try that step by step. Because it's so complicated, so we also need the Word document as a note. Okay, we don't be rushed, just a step by step. Okay, find. Okay, we use the dash. Okay, A2. Okay, this is the position of the first dash. Then we might +1. That is the position of the F. Then we used it as the starting point to return the position of the second dash. Okay, we put that as the whole. Okay, that's good. We used another find function Okay, final function, still find the, okay. We still need to find the dash. Okay, the second part is within text A2. Okay, the last part is the starting point. Starting point, we already find that is the F. Okay, the F is the following the first dash. Then we put the position. This is the position of the second dash. Let's check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, that's no problem. Okay, let's do the sense check for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the 9. We already find the position of the second dash. We still put everything in the bracket for the further reference. Okay, it's the same here. Okay, we also put that into the Word document, the position of the second. Okay, because we need to use that. Okay, we already get the position of the second dash. Then we use that to minus the position of the first dash. A2, within A2, then to the starting point. First dash is quite easy. Okay. Okay, we find out female 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, female 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Female is 6, so we need to minus 1. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. We use the position of the second dash minus the position of the first dash, then minus another 1 to get how many the characters we should return by the middle function. Okay, sense check 6, 4, that's no problem. Here is the 1, here is the also another 1. Okay, we still put everything in the bracket for further reference. Okay. Okay. Then here we, for the final part, to use the middle function to get everything we want. Okay. Middle function, the first one is the text A2. The second part, starting number is from the F. Still use the find function. Okay, A2. Then use that. A2. This we find the position of the first dash. Okay, then minus plus 1 to get the position of the F to be the starting point for the middle function. Then put another comma. Then go to the end. Okay, it's done. Okay, let's review that. Okay, here middle function, the first parameter is the text. We should find the letters. This part is the position of the first dash plus 1. That is the starting point searching starting point from the F. Then the remaining part is the number of characters we should return from the string. The methodology of the size data is the same as this part, but it's just a little bit complicated. Okay, still we need to use the name function to return how many characters of the string minus the position of the second dash. Then we get the remaining part from the right side. Then use the write function to return the characters. Okay, let's do that. First of all, we need to get the position of the second dash. We already prepared that before. Okay, so we need to just copy and paste back. Okay, the position of the second. So here we need to use the len function to minus the position of the second one. Okay, then we find that should be 1 letter return. Here is the 2 letter return. Here is the 3. And also we can find the 5 letters should be returned. The methodology is very simple. Len function to return the number of the whole string minus the position of the second dash. That is the remaining part from the right side of the characters. Here we still put that. We still put everything in the bracket. Oh, sorry. Because we need to use that for reference. Okay, then we use the write function. Okay, write function, then A2 here. Okay, it's done. We can simply insert a pivot table for the Rhino check. We can use the most complex part is the Genda data to slice the data. Okay, and we also can put more brand here for further slice the data. Okay, that's all for this tutorial. I still leave more you can for your further practice. Okay, here you find that I replaced the dash with the capital Q. You can do the further practice by yourself, but the methodology is exactly the same. Okay, thank you for your time.